According to the Huffington Post, aviophobia is the fear of flying. I know a lot of people have it, but one thing that actually might lessen that fear, an annual risk of somebody dying in a plane crash for the average American, that's 1 to 11 million. If you compare that to the annual risk of dying in a car crash, which is 1 in 5,000, you certainly should feel a little bit safer, at least in the air. Uh, Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my life. I think my life is a lot like an airplane. Like an airplane, it can go high or it can go low. It could go by fast and it can even go by slow, and also it can even be a part of history. Now, touching those 3 points, I'm going to start with my first one, high and low. I've definitely had some high points in my life, like my first ride in a cargo airplane in the Air Force, and I've had some low points in life, like for instance, working 12-hour shifts on the weekend to fix a broken plane that flies on Monday. So Bernard Shaw, he's got a quote: "Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimists invented the airplane, and the pessimists invented the parachute." That being said, I'm going to move on to my second point, fast and slow. Uh, I think if you have a goal in life that you want to reach, you definitely have to work hard towards that goal. Hard work, determination. You can't just reach that goal by nothing. It can't be instantaneously reached. Uh, some example of that would be when I was a little kid. I've always wanted to be in the Air Force and work on planes and have a cool job and everything. And for me, I definitely worked towards that goal. You know, I did well in school. I got into shape, and I scored actually pretty well in the ASVAB test for the Air Force. And as a result of that, I'm working the dream job I've always wanted to do. I'm working with airplanes. I'm in the Air Force. I got a cool job. So definitely, that's one thing I love doing. So moving on to my third point, making history. The Senkaku Islands. I know a lot of people know about this. These are islands located in the South China Sea, a little bit west of the Japanese island of Okinawa. In 1970, these islands were found to have some oil reserves underneath the island, and as a result, China recently has been trying to claim these islands as their own. In fact, they even set up a what they call a National Sea and Air Defense Identification Zone. And what this means basically is any country or foreign country that would come near these islands, whether it be boat or plane, would have to identify themselves and then leave the area immediately, which is totally unfair. So my story related to that, and in 2013 I was deployed in Anderson Air Force Base, Guam, and there I launched two B-52 bombers on a mission straight to that zone, not to provoke war with China, but to more to prove to China like the U.S. wasn't scared of China, and they recognized the zone as being wrong and immoral. And as a result of that, it was all over the news back home. A lot of countries agree with the U.S. and in fact flew joint missions into that area to prove to China they weren't scared of them either, and that what they were doing is wrong. So definitely a small part of history there. So that's pretty much my life in a nutshell. Today I've told you about how my life is like an airplane. Like I said, it can go high or low, and life can go by fast or it can go by slow, and definitely a part of history. So always try to make the best out of life, enjoy it, and for me that's sky's the limit. Thanks.